Hey everyone, this is Shanna, and I have Mary Beth with me here today.
Hi.
And okay, so I see that. Mary Beth didn't know exactly how this all works. So I see that somebody else, Danielle's popped in, another person, Vanessa. So guys, if you will go to my Facebook page, Gypsy Soul Holistic Fair, that's where you're going to be able to see us. This actually pops you in live with us. So I'm going to move you out of this link if y'all can hear me and understand. And anyway, sorry about that, guys. All right, we're gonna do that. So anybody who's joined us, hey, we're finally on. We had a couple of minutes of trying to get things set up and going this morning, and you know how live can be. Mary Beth has been with the Gypsy Soul Holistic Fair for some time, and I actually met her at another fair before I began doing the fairs. And so Mary Beth has had abilities since a young age, right? So what age did you start showing abilities?
It was really more like when I was 5. I just started seeing things and knowing things, and it was good that my mom actually listened because it saved us from a bad. It would have been a bad car wreck if I hadn't thrown a little
Oh.
temper tantrum at 5. So I kind of had them all my life. But
Mhm.
when I had a car accident when I was 28, and it kind of, I had a near death experience. So when I went to the other side, basically, I was told to come back and
Mhm.
teach. So everything kind of went even more powerful then. And everybody knows you kind of get more abilities as you go, So
Yeah,
it's
it
kind of
grows, especially the more that we use them and stay in touch with spirit in that way, right? So it does, it
exactly.
continues to grow. So how did that shift and change for you in your 20s whenever you had the near death experience? I mean,
Well,
what was different? Did you see more? Did you feel more? How did that
um,
work for you?
yeah, I kind of I started seeing more, and of course, it kind of because life happens, and I had to get back into the workforce and do all that. But then, kind
Mhm.
of what made me know that I was done. I needed to kind of do what I was supposed to do. Is
Mhm.
I was an insurance agent for like 17 years, and
Mhm.
I was actually one day I'm working, and I had this couple sitting in front of me. And so, like, they're sitting there, and all of a sudden, I realize I'm on the top of the ceiling, and I'm looking down. I'm like, and I'm telling him where to sign, and I'm like, how am I doing this? And I'm telling him you can sign here, and I'm pointing, but my spirit is up at the top right hand corner of my office. And it
Uh-huh.
was funny because I'm like, what is going on here? And so I was astral traveling. I didn't know that's what it was called at the time, but I was like,
Uh-huh.
I realized, okay, I'm done. I need to use my gifts because I shouldn't be doing this because I was bored. I was having a hard time at work. I was like, I'm done with work, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So that's kind of how it, started, more and more. Then when I moved out here to Texas, I really started honing in on, my gifts and helping more and more people. So,
Well, we had a couple of people that's popped in. Julie Robertson says hello, and Jane Morris says hi. So, hey guys, glad y'all could join us. So after that, then I guess because you're a Reiki master and stuff, right?
well, I do energy healing. A lot of
Yeah.
people, some people call it Reiki. Some people, I
Hmm.
just call it energy healing. So
Okay.
I do that, and I'm a psychic. I'm a medium,
Hmm.
energy healer. Also, one of the gifts. This is kind of a funny story, actually. One of the gifts I got a couple years ago. I do home blessings and office
Yeah.
blessings and stuff. So a couple years ago, this is before I knew I had this ability, is
Uh-huh.
that I was doing this house blessing, and it was really kind of funny because I'm sitting there and I'm at I'm in the kitchen and I'm laying things on the counter to get ready to go bless, the space, right?
Yeah.
So I'm laying all my goodies out there and I'm all excited, and all of a sudden, they had a little dog and they had a little cat. well, a big cat. And all of a sudden the cat jumps up on the counter, and I was like, oh, hey there, And so anyway, I'm putting my stuff out, and all of a sudden I hear, um, oh God, I hope you get rid of that stupid dog. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, what do you mean get rid of the dog? And I'm looking to see who was telling me this, right? So I'm
Yeah.
looking, and they're over there, the people in the house that own the house are over there, and I'm sitting there going, okay, I know they didn't say that. And
Yeah.
so by that time, the cat had jumped. He was on the counter looking right at me. He goes, yeah, I'm talking to you. Get rid of the dog. Well, he actually used a bad word. Get rid of the big dog.
Yeah.
And so what was funny, I didn't know I had the ability to talk to animals, so that was my first experience. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And
Yeah.
ever since that dog got here, I don't get any attention. So he was mad, and he had been mad
Oh,
for a
wow.
while. So it was funny because the daughter had gone off to college, and when she did, she got the dog, and so she took
Yeah.
the dog with her, not the cat. And so the
Yeah.
cat was all mad. He wasn't getting enough attention. So it was kind of that was my first experience. But it was so weird because I'm like looking around. Can you imagine? I mean, I
Yeah.
hear ghosts and I hear other things, but I mean, get rid of the damn, excuse me, the dog.
No, you're fine. Trust me. People have said worse.
What is
No.
rid of the dog? So it was kind of a funny situation. So, but
Yeah.
since then, I've been able to heal some wonderful animals.
Uh-huh.
It's like I've healed like 4 dogs over like the last year,
Oh,
and
that's
and
awesome.
some of them have had cancer. Some of them have had like just dietary issues. They've been having, and like spirit usually just tells me, put them on this kind of diet, or, spirit tells me what to do it.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's not me healing you guys, it's source.
Yeah. Exactly.
God helps me to heal because I
Yes.
can't do it myself. It's through him.
Yep. Exactly. Oh, that's awesome. Um, so uh, I was going to ask you about something else. What was it? Oh, you do coaching and stuff too. Like you do the
Yeah.
life coaching type of thing. So whenever you do your coaching, do you help people to tune into their abilities and things and help them to um
If if that's what they want.
uh-huh.
It's funny because sometimes people come to me where they want to either one they want to hone in on their spiritual side,
Yeah.
but also I help them in like I do business coaching as well, but it's like I also
Hmm.
help them do kind of honing into their self, and if they have say a low self-esteem or something like that, and
Hmm.
it's helping them build a better them, because you know what, it's one of, and those of you who are listening, I always tell everybody, I always make them take a Sharpie, and you guys try this at home.
Hmm.
Take a Sharpie, go to your mirror, and I want you to write 3 words: I am enough. Because a lot
Yeah.
of people forget that I am enough, and I was
Yeah.
telling you to put 10, you need to put different inflections on it, and stand in front of the
Hmm.
mirror when you're brushing your teeth, or, and just say it: I am enough. I am
Yeah.
enough. Because a lot of my coaching clients, they forget, or they're having a hard time, and they're trying to get themselves back to square one, and maybe they want to learn more about, their spiritual side. Maybe they want to learn. I'm doing some classes right now,
Hmm.
on how to, tune into your psychic abilities, how to listen to your, guardian angels, and your
Yeah.
angels and spirit guides, and all that good stuff. So
Exactly.
I'm getting some more classes out, and one of the classes I have is blessing your space, kind of like
Hmm.
what I was doing with with the cat.
Yeah. When the cat interrupted.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, wait a minute. Before you do that, can you get rid
get
of the
rid of the
dog?
dog. Right? So sorry, Kitty, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
But I help people to, bless their space. I can either do it for them or I can send them the kit, which
Hmm.
has everything in it. And then it kind of goes through and teaches you how, how to do it and how to ground yourself. I do other classes like that.
Yeah.
Of course, I do the psychic and the medium. I can do it over the phone or I can do it in person, So
Yeah.
I miss seeing
You're gonna
everybody.
do a you're gonna do a pendulum class too, right? Didn't we
Yes,
were talking about that the other day? Do you have some of your pendulums there to show people?
I do. I'm gonna drop them
So
off.
Mary Beth has her pendulums that she usually has at the fairs, but I'm
Yeah,
sure she's selling them right now too, right? While everything's
yeah.
down.
And what I can do is, if you
So,
decide you wanted one or something like that, I can send it to you, in the mail.
hmm.
Okay, there we go.
Those are beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, these are only. I'm doing a special. Like everyone on here is just $15 for this today. So yeah,
Awesome.
and so I do, other things, and
Hmm.
I drop things.
You
um,
and I were talking the other day, and you're starting something new though that you're doing is the love kits, right? And you're really
yes,
excited about those. So tell us
I
about the love kits.
I am very excited about this.
Ooh, I
So
love the
this
rose.
this is a little preview right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so for the ones that, okay, say it's twofold.
Hmm.
Okay, if you already are dating somebody and you're trying to, get them to put a ring on it, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little bit different than the other one,
Uh-huh.
but what it's contains everything you need. But what I do is I kind of give you things to call in and to ask for, because
Kind of a
basically you're,
cosmic push.
yeah, exactly, you're asking, God and universe, ever who you talk to, and your
Hmm.
angels and your spirit guide. But also I give you ways to kind of, you're talking to their subconscious too. So you're trying to bring them
Yeah.
closer to go ahead and put the ring on it, right? So,
Yeah.
and then the other one is kind of like, if you don't know exactly, you know, you got an idea of what you're trying to bring in and what do you want your future husband to look like or future wife to
Hmm.
look like, because it's male and female.
Yeah.
um, so and it's a little bit different on them. Like the males get the red rose and females
Uh-huh.
get the pink rose. So it's
Yeah.
like, if you're trying, if you're a woman and you're trying to call in that special someone, you're going to ask for the pink rose or the red rose. If you're a male,
Hmm.
you want the female to come in. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm
That's
excited about
awesome.
that. So the kit
So
is,
what gave you the idea to do that?
well, the funny thing is I had a client. She came and saw me, and I was like, I've been seeing her. She's been a client for like 4 years, 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
And so she came to me and I said, you know what? And it was funny because, Spirit just said, tell her this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, well, that sounds like a kid,
Yeah.
because I'm giving her the information to help her. And I go, and I said, okay, you need to go get this and this. And it was funny because, they were just helping me to say, hey, this is what we need. We need this, this, and
Uh-huh.
this. And so as I'm giving her the information, and I said, I can help you with this to expedite it a little more. And
Yeah.
so I actually did like a little extra things myself for her.
Hmm.
So we don't have we just did this like 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
So
really?
the energy is changing. And so that's
Yeah.
what's kind of cool, because she'll text me. I go, let me know what's going on. So she'll text me and tell me, hey, energy's changed. He's
Yeah.
acting more, he's going more toward that. But
Yeah.
just so it is free will. It's
Yeah.
just because you love that person and you want that particular
There
person,
might be something else in store for both of you. So, yeah.
exactly. Because it's free will, and sometimes remember
Sometimes it's
that
not meant
high
to
card.
be. Like sometimes we have something in our head that we want, and Spirit's like, no, that's not what you're
Yeah,
supposed to have.
Remember that song,
So
Garth Brooks, Unanswered Prayers?
yes,
I'm like,
exactly.
hey, thank God for
I
unanswered
have
prayers.
several of those.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Like, oh, so glad that didn't happen because this happened instead. Whatever it may be, not necessarily relationships, but yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So, yeah, you never know. But right
exactly.
now, I am doing a special on my readings and sessions. So,
Yeah.
like if you book a 30-minute class, or not a class, but if you book like a 30-minute session, normally it's like $100, and a 45-minute session it goes 100, 125, and 150. But right now for October, if you mention Gypsy Soul, I'm giving a special 10% off. So just
And your website is marybeth at angelsky.com. Is that right?
no.
Okay, see, I knew I was going to mess that up. How is it?
Okay, my website is
Angel Sky.
angelskyunlimited.com. So
Mary Beth at Angel Sky.
no, it's just angelskyunlimited.com is my website.
Oh, okay.
My email is
That's your
Mary
email. Okay.
at
Angel.
angelskyunlimited.com. And of course, if you go to my Facebook, I'm doing the facebook.com Angel Sky Unlimited also. There.
Okay. I put that on there and you'll get a 10%. I'm putting this on here for you guys.
Yeah.
Discount. Yeah. You mentioned Gypsy Self there.
Yeah. And also, if they go on today, and if during this live event, I'm going to pick one lucky winner to get one of my virtual classes that I just did. And what's cool about it is kind of like how to manifest your greatest desires. So if you're really wanting to manifest your greatest desires, be sure to, I guess you got to go and follow my Angel Sky Facebook. I'm learning about all this, guys. I'm not a big Facebook person at all.
I'm trying to teach her.
Yes, she is. So my friend Jane also is trying.
So they need to like and
Uh-huh.
follow. And how about and comment?
That would be good. Yeah. And then I'm going to pick
How
one
about
lucky
comment
winner.
pick me? How about that? That'd be cute. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yay. And so it'll be a real cool course on how to manifest your greatest desire. So it'll be fun.
Okay, cool. So there's y'all some discounts and things that'll be fun for you to get involved with if you'd like to go and have a reading with Mary Beth, which I know that you guys will thoroughly enjoy. So when you're doing your readings right now, I mean, we're all kind of limited with the COVID and all that stuff. Bleh. But anyway,
Right.
so are I know you were talking about maybe doing Zoom. Are you doing it through Zoom or are you doing it like on the phone? How are you
Um,
doing your readings?
I can do all of them actually. I did try
Okay.
Zoom, but I was having a little trouble. Um,
Yeah.
I FaceTime, I can just do, over the phone or,
Uh-huh.
in person. But yeah, I can do, if they have an iPhone, I can do the FaceTime. But
Okay.
it's weird because it's kind of glitchy, but
Yeah.
what's neat about readings, and this, is you can
Yeah.
do, it's energy. It's all about the energy.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that's what we feel. We feel the energy, so we don't necessarily have to have you there in front of us.
No, we can tap into it no matter what. So,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's fun because, like spirit knows that you're trying to make that connection and they make sure that that connection is clear and send you the images or the messages, however way that you go and receive them and stuff. It's the same thing. Sometimes I think it's easier when people are in their own space, don't you? Because they're sitting in their own space and their own energy and everything.
Yeah, yeah, because sometimes I can pick up, like I've done, a lot of, phone recently, obviously. But it was
Yeah.
so funny because I was talking to this one lady, and bless her heart, like I felt she had a cat around her, but the
Yeah.
cat passed.
The
And I
cat
go,
what?
the cat had passed. But I
Oh,
her, I go, did you just lose a cat not too long ago? And I mean, so I didn't see her face to face. It was over the
Yeah.
phone. And she goes, yeah, I had to put my baby down like 6 weeks ago. I go, well, she's right there. She's actually to your right. And
Yeah.
it was wild because she actually felt her energy. Like she felt her, like the fur,
Yes.
and I go, she's there. I said, she's trying to let you know she's there. And she's
Uh-huh.
like, how do you do that over the phone? you know, and I love it when I get those, but
Oh yeah.
because like I see everything like a movie. It's kind of like I see it, I
Mhm.
feel it, I touch it, I smell it.
Yeah.
It comes in like so you never know, what's going to show up or who's going to show up.
Exactly.
Somebody may come for a reading about their love life or just their career, their finances, and all of a sudden their grandmother's standing behind them.
Yeah.
And whether they're in person or whether they're over the phone, I still
Mhm.
see the other side. So I help them out that way too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and
Mhm.
have you ever had those? I know I've had those before where somebody thought they were coming in for a reading about this,
Yes,
but the messages were about something else that they just really didn't want to deal with at the time. Sometimes
exactly.
that
And then
happens.
and then sometimes they get mad at you because that's not what they wanted, you know. But
I know.
it's like you tell them, and I
Because
always
we have no control over what spirit brings through. It's just what it
exactly.
is.
And you know what I always do is like I go into prayer before I talk to my clients.
Mhm.
So I always, go into prayer and I always, ask for their highest good. So I always ask, what do they
Yes.
need to know today for their highest good? So if
Uh-huh.
it's something they didn't plan on, I'm sorry, but this is what you needed to know, because this is
Yeah.
what your guys are saying you got to know. So yeah,
Exactly.
it's funny, but you know what? This is why we love what we do.
Exactly.
Because we help people out and we help them, stir them in the right direction.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
always fun.
And so you brought up your home blessings and everything too. So, how far do you travel whenever you do that? I mean, do
Um,
you, because I know most people don't want to travel real far, but you live in the Frisco, Texas area, by the way, since we do have so many vendors that are from all over the place. I guess it'd be a
yeah.
good thing to start telling y'all where they're from.
Yeah. You know what? I have actually, usually I try to stay, within like a 50-mile radius here.
Uh-huh.
But that's where my kits come in because
Mhm.
I can help you do the kit. Like once you buy the
Yeah.
kit, you can do that. I have instructions in there. But
Hmm.
I will tell you this. This is really kind of fun. Is let's see, what was it? Like 2 weeks ago, I did. So I'm from Georgia, right? So
Hmm.
I had one of my clients there. She was doing. I was FaceTiming her, and we were blessing her house. I FaceTime. So her husband and me we're all involved. I said, okay, so
Uh-huh.
you hold the phone. I said, because when you're blessing a house, we have to use, like a bells. You got to use a certain kind of
Hmm.
bell, Tibetan bell. And so
Yeah.
I said, you have to ring the bell. So I'm telling the husband, you got to ring the bell. So he's going around the phone. And then we got the sage. Oh, that's right. So like I have special sage that I bless
Hmm.
houses in the kit and everything. But um, so like some of my sages, like I use the special, all of my sages I make myself.
Yeah.
Um, and like this is a regular this is what I call just a regular sage. This is like the house blessing sage I use. And this has 6 different essential oils in it. So every
Hmm.
one is special, and I mean, I do them all myself. They're specially
Hmm.
blended just for these things. But
Hmm.
so, like, this is for house blessings. It's got 6 different essential oils, like I said. Then I have
Hmm.
what's called my love sage. This was my second masterpiece. And
Yeah.
the reason what brought me into making spray sages is I was
Hmm.
at a house blessing this really gorgeous house. It was about 5,000 square feet and it was huge. And so I had the old fashioned sage, right? And
Uh-huh.
so, the kind carry around. And
Yeah.
so if you're ever going to do that, guys, make sure you put it in one of those big soup bowls, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. And my guides were warning me as I was going over there. They're going, I'm telling you, you don't need to be doing this. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
So you need to listen to your guides when they tell you something. So, like,
Yeah.
I go over there, and so the mom is coming up, the boy, he's like 13 years old. And he
Uh-huh.
goes, Mom, can I help? Can I help, please? And I'm like, I looked at her and she goes, oh, yeah, you can. So I
Mhm.
gave him one of the soup bowls, right, with the sage in it. Well, we get up to the master bedroom, and you have to open the double doors to get in, right?
Uh-huh.
He trips over the carpet and drops the sage, which causes a big burn. I put my
Oh,
bowl down, and I'm like patting it down as fast as I can because he burned a hole in the carpet.
oh no.
And my guy's like, I told you. And it's funny because what happened is when I got home, I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry. And I'm talking to my guides, and
Yeah.
and it was funny because they said, okay, pull out all your, because I use doTERRA and I use Young Living. And they go,
Uh-huh.
pull out all your essential oils. And I did. And so when I did, they go, okay, close your eyes. I'm going to give them to you. I'm like, literally, I pulled out all the different ones, and then that's what made my first sage oil.
Oh, there you go.
So that's kind of the story behind my
Yeah.
oils. But and that's why I did it. I also have
Exactly.
abundance oil, which is good because they told me to name it abundance because it's not just about money, but it's abundance of friends. It's abundance of love,
Health,
abundance
love.
of health, love,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I named it abundance.
Yeah.
I also sell other things which I can mail you if you
Mhm.
wanted them. This is my diffuser, which I love that
Yeah.
way.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, those are so
What's
cool. I love them.
What's really cool about these is they can change. This one changes color automatically. They all do. But what you can do, these are $60. Um,
Uh-huh.
and what you can do, and they're a lot cheaper than Young Living, if you know what I mean. They're like $120 for a diffuser. And these are much more prettier, and they're only 60.
Yeah.
But they change colors, and they're really just pretty just by themselves.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
And if
like
you have your selenite lamps and stuff, we're starting to run out of time. I want to make sure because
yeah,
Mary Beth is the only one that has the selenite lamps at the fairs.
yeah.
And
And
I
see,
know that looks really bright on the monitor. They're not quite that bright. It's just the lighting and stuff,
I
but
mean,
they are
there.
pretty
That's
bright.
kind of what it looks like without the light on. Can you
Yeah,
see that there?
exactly. And
And so, like,
selenite's great because it doesn't hold a negative charge and clears the energy, clears you. It's one of my favorites.
yeah, it brings in the love and the light, and it sends away any
Mhm.
negative stuff. And then also, I sell the selenite palm stone. By the way, the lamp is $35. If you would like one, I can mail it to you.
Okay.
But selenite palm stones, I always tell everybody to. These are selenite's just amazing. It's my
Yeah.
favorite out of all of them, as you know.
Yeah. Mine
Um,
too.
because I mean, it really protects the person. It's a great protection stone, but it helps you with your psychic ability too. It
Yes.
brings in, it brings in extra energy to help you know intuitively what to do in situations
Yeah.
and
It
stuff.
opens up the crown chakra and brings in that divine energy and everything. So
Yeah, and I have only like a couple of these, but get this, it's got the chakra stones on it. Isn't that cool?
that is
So
really
it's
great.
the
I love
selenite, it's
that.
the chakra stone. I was like, oh. And I do have a few of those, but also I have a few of these. It's just a
Okay.
straight selenite necklace, which is really kind of cool. But
Yeah.
I always like it because it's calming, it's protective, and like also like for the lamps, you guys, if you have, maybe a child, a lot of my teachers, I have a lot of clients that are teachers, and they put that in the classroom.
Oh yeah. I would.
Yeah, because if a kid has ADD or
Mhm.
ADHD, it's amazing. So
Yeah.
what's funny is I tell the teachers in the beginning of the school year, just tell the kids, if they ever need calming or they need something, come up and just touch the lamp.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they don't mind. The teachers don't mind because sometimes some of the kids, that have, like the AD, they'll just come up. One of my clients, she says there's this one kid, bless his heart, and he would always just come up. He just needed an extra boost, and he would come up and touch her lamp. And she made it, standard. If anybody needs to touch the lamp, they need an
Uh,
extra boost of calming. That's what they
oh,
would do. So
that's
it's,
awesome.
I know, it's really kind of cool. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, we're going to have to start wrapping stuff up, but you guys can catch Mary Beth at the Gypsy Soul Holistic Fair. We will be starting back up in 2021. We
yep,
hope, we pray. We're
that's
just going to say it's going to happen. so, uh,
right.
so I know that you'll be there in Waxahachie in March. I can't remember if you're going to be in Oklahoma City in February. I'll have to kind of look, but you guys check the
I
list
think
of
I,
events, and I'll be posting all the vendors that will be there and attending on each one of the events as they're coming up. So, and you can get a hold of Mary Beth on her website, which I have in the comments section. And Candy came on here. She said, hi, Candy Angel.
hi there. And you
So,
know what? They can book from my website. If you go to Angel Sky Limited, there's a booking place on there if you want to book an appointment. And if you
okay.
just mention Gypsy Soul, I'll give you, for the month of October, I'll give you the 10% discount and
Awesome.
on the readings and everything. And just go ahead and click on there, or you're welcome to text me. I do better by text instead of voicemail. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, I
All right.
appreciate it. Well, thank
Awesome.
you, everybody.
Well, it's good to talk to you, Mary Beth, and I can't wait to see you in person
I
soon.
know, right? I miss you.
too. All right. Well, we'll see you later.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye. All right, guys. So I have Connie Foster with Phoenix Risings, who is coming in next. Let's get her popped in here on the screen. Hey, Connie. Oh, I can't hear you. I don't know. I think I heard it click just then. Oh, let's see here. Oh, you're on mute for some reason. Now you're unmuted. What? I still can't hear you though. Let me check my volume, make sure. Yep, my volume's up. Is your microphone? This is the fun part of doing things live, guys. Sorry. Hmm.
It's on.
Oh, I can hear you now. Oh, well, I could hear you for a second. I don't know what happened. Hmm. Let's see here. Hmm. No, no, we still can't hear you. Um, it's been acting kind of funny today. Mary Beth had to pop out and then pop back in, and her volume had done some weird stuff like that before we went on live. So you might try to do that. All right, let's see. Okay, guys, so I'm going to stop live streaming and we're going to start a new stream here in just a few minutes once we get our volume fixed. So just hang tight for a few minutes and we'll be popping back on with you guys.